GT Channel with Sam Itani, James McKeon, and Taro Koki.
You'll be good.
So this is the wonderful machine that I'm still, I will say, driving this week. Obviously not probably quite as fast as the R33 that you like to throw down the straight there at the Nismo Festival, Jan, to be fair. But I will say the little Kia Seltos S Turbo all-wheel drive isn't a bad little car. It's a nice little runabout. I didn't have the chance yet to take it off-road like most people do with a 1.6-liter turbo compact SUV. That'll happen this weekend. But
That's a unit body car. I don't think you really want to take it off-road, do you?
Oh, I'm going off-road on this one, Sam. I'm going where
Good
cars
looking
shouldn't
car.
go. I mean, I just need someone to help me tow me out. So it's a good job I've got Taro on speed dial with his proper SUV to pull me out.
I'll pull you out. Yeah, but I like these the location that you found.
This is the magic of downtown Los Angeles. You know, you just get your SUV and you can drive everywhere. I mean, here's me on the train tracks. I mean, no one stops you. It's like Mad Max out there. It's like it's rule-free zone. You know, you just go for it. But this car comes in around $26,000, the sticker price. It's got more than enough safety equipment than you can ever imagine that you need. And the other good thing I will say about it, it's got a nice bit of room in it. For a car that's pretty small, it's got enough room for a couple of pieces of suitcase, and it fits 4 adults in quite comfortably.
What's a comparable?
What are its competitors?
Like
size,
the Mazda.
size.
I think when I'm looking at this, when I was doing the comparables, I think when I pulled up the Mazda, I think was one where it was going through and comparing and contrasting.
Which Mazda?
I think it's the small. What is it? The Mazda 3, I think it is. No, the SUV one, the C3, is it?
Is it CX-3? I can't remember.
CX, I can't remember. And then I think it's they've got a couple here that compares it to. I've got it like the small Buick SUV that they do, the small Subaru, the Crosstrek, that kind of thing. Anything in the 25K mark. I mean, let's be honest, you're not really going to be taking this one out to that. It's probably going to be used mostly running around town like I was doing. So for that, it was pretty good. I mean, it was obviously nice, easy to park. I found it's got the same horsepower as the Passat that I had in the previous episode, but this felt a lot more nimble to drive. It was a lot more comfortable to drive. Nowhere near as luxurious.
What is the horsepower?
176 horsepower.
Oh, okay. It's got a little more than that. That's not bad.
Yeah, for 1.6, I mean, what more could you ask for, right? I mean, it's good, the fuel efficiency. I think it's running about 28 miles per gallon. I think I've got it at the moment. So it's not too bad. I mean, I like the car.
Drive,
yeah, and I like the styling. I think the styling's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I think it looks like a budget kind of Range Rover kind of thing. That's one thing to say.
Yeah, the look. Yeah, I see that.
So
I gotta admit, these Kias, you know, I mean, the Kia and Hyundais, they do look good, you know. I mean,
and I think it really benefits them that they do nice wheels and they do fun colors. I think that's what really is what makes it so more preferable than some of the run-of-the-mill ones, so to speak. And it's got like
the Sportage. Is that the name of this car?
No, that's a different car.
Which one is this?
Sorry, this is the Seltos.
Seltos. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's new for this year.
the other like a from Star Trek or something.
Yeah, agreed. The other thing that is fun about this car, it's got like the lane assist, so it can sort of like once you're on the highway, like above 35 mile an hour, it'll keep you in the lane and it'll help like turn if you're going around, which is kind of fun. It's not hands-free driving like a car we'll talk about later on in the show, but it is. I mean, I've got nothing really bad to say about this car.
You got an interior shot of this?
No, not yet. Though I can pull them up. I didn't just doing the outside ones. But if you want to see the interior, I can try and see what I can do for you, Sam.
Yeah.
You know
well, how did you feel the quality of the interior was? It's a $26,000 car, so I'm sure it's not like up there with the BMWs or Mercedes or Lexuses. But did it look cheap? Fit and finish, all that? How was it?
It doesn't feel like a $26,000 car. It feels more expensive than a $26,000 car. I'll put it that way.
All right.
The interior, while it wasn't plush and luxurious, it was very utilitarian. So it was nice and easy to reach. You get a nice big touchscreen that you can use, so Apple Android compatible. It's got enough, obviously, which is important for you, Sam, is to have enough cup holders. I know you like that. Taro, on the other hand, he likes more things to charge with his USB devices. So yeah, I mean, it's great. It had the heated seats in the front, didn't have the heated seats in the back, but it's a good little car.
It's got heated seats too?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Exactly. What more do you want, right? You was
Your car as tested, how much was it?
26,000. What is it? 26,000. Yeah, 26,700 as
Wow,
tested.
that's pretty
That's a
inexpensive.
good deal.
Yeah.
Jan, what's your take? Do you fancy SUVs?
That's a no.
No. That's silence.
I mean, it looks all right, I guess.
Yeah.
I was shocked that it was a Kia. I mean, Kia have been making some moves over the last few years.
Yeah.
But I just don't get the style. Some of the new car styling just looks.
The crossover, you mean, stuff?
Yeah, just don't get it. Like a car's trying to do so many things. It's just like I want to. If I want an estate, I'll buy an estate. If I want an off-roader, I'll buy an off-roader. I don't want everything that does everything. It just looks like one of those bland.
They're called crossovers.
For a young guy, you're a traditionalist, man.
Well, yeah, and I think you bring up, we talk about a Nissan car then that Jan can be like, this is possibly one of the greatest cars I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, let's do that. There's a car announced just today, right?
Yeah, so I'll just pull it up because I can share my screen while Sam can't, and then we can just go from there. So there we go. So this is the Ariya, right, that were just globally launched like yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it's fully
Tara,
electric.
I'm gonna leave. Can you let me back in because my computer booted? Okay.
All right.
Oh, the drama of Sam Mitani. He's always the one causing the drama. So it's a all electric, 300 miles range, I think it is.
It's a good car. I like the styling, actually.
It's really close to the concept. I think it's going to retail here in the US for around $40,000 starting at.
Mm-hmm.
It comes, I think they're going to do a front wheel drive version and then have a twin motor setup where it'll be an all-wheel drive version. So they'll have the battery, one motor for the front wheels, one motor for the rear wheels. It's going to be using a form of hands-free driving, which is the other thing that they're really proud of. So it's not autonomous driving, because I don't like to use that word, but it's hands-free highway driving. So it will be able to change lanes, stay in the lane, that kind of thing. So I think the real push here is trying to get a car out that's going to be really competitive against the Tesla offerings before some of the other manufacturers. And obviously we have the Nissan Leaf already that's been a phenomenal seller here in the US in particular. So I think it's natural to go this route. As Jan talked about, it's sort of a car that does nothing. It's kind of, maybe it's big enough to be an estate. It's high enough to be an off-roader. It's comfortable enough to be a regular car. So yeah, so we'll just see how it goes. One of the things I do like about it, it's going to have, if I can scroll through all these photos to get to the interior shots,
it's got great styling, this car, though. I mean, it looks like
what do you guys
like
think?
The concept car.
Hey, Jan, what do you think about the new Nissan logo? Did you see that? It's kind of the same, but it's not the hamburger anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say the logo's changed, and
they changed the logo. So this car supposedly is going to start a whole new chapter for Nissan, because it's the styling to everything about Nissan is going to change starting from this car, as they say. And because I think we are coming into a time where the car is going to drastically change, with autonomous drive and all that. So
yeah, I think it's also they're trying to make the step away from what might have happened with previous Nissan leadership, trying to make a break from that, whereas he made a break in another different way that we've talked about in the past. But I think it's just a new direction for everyone to go, right? As Sam said. And one thing I will say is I really thought these haptic buttons were kind of cool.
Yeah. Into the wood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And obviously we talk another big thing that the modern things like the screens. I mean, I think it's got two like 10-inch or 12-inch screens, which is kind of fun. I mean, I think if this comes in at $40,000 here in the US, you get the tax credits, which drop it down to $30,000. Even for the base model, I think that's a real good deal.
Did they say what the range was on this?
300 miles, Sam.
Oh, that's plenty.
The only thing that we're not sure about at the moment is the fast charging specs, but You got to say now, the fast charging is pretty common, where you're going to be getting see at least 70 to 85% of the battery done in say 30 minutes, give or take. So I mean, I'm just going to stick on with what's powerful and what's common at this current time. Then, so I think that's going to be real good. I mean, I like all the LEDs where you can change the colors. I always think that's fun. Where the strip that runs around there at the top, as you can see, where it's like, ooh, blue, ooh, green, fun, you know?
Oh yeah, it changes the color all the way around. Huh?
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah. And so what they changed the text Nissan in the logo. Is that?
No, James, go back to like that shot of the rear hatch, or even the wheel, or even the grill, or whatever.
Yeah, I saw the rear, but is the emblem changed too?
Yeah, that Nissan has changed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, it's a little bit.
It's a little bit different.
The font's different. Yeah.
Yeah, you've sort of flipped it around with one ring being.
Oh, and then James, go ahead and show the rear deck again, or the rear hatch.
Do you want the close up?
Yeah, that's
font?
fine.
Yeah,
right there. So yeah, they're gonna write Nissan out like that.
I see.
Most of their cars now. So.
Which I think that the text of Nissan I think looks really good.
Yeah, I like the new font there. Yeah, it looks more modern. Yeah.
So Jan, if you win this championship this year, you might be getting one of these.
Is this going to be the next Jan company car? Is this what it is?
Yeah,
Tokyo. I mean, I have a Nissan Skyline 400R.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I had it recently in Japan. Yeah, I like this. How much horsepower does it have?
They haven't sort of given the horsepower figures yet, Jan. That's what they're trying to go away. I think it's I'm not sure about the kilowatts on the battery.
I'll bet you it's very fast, because you know what? I bet you they're going to go after Tesla.
Well, that's when they're going to go with the dual
probably
motor
like
system.
0 to 60, probably crazy fast.
That's interesting. It's got a dual motor, because I guess this is super relevant for the Formula E, because Nissan last year, I think it was, and it's out there anyway at the moment, but Nissan were the only Formula E car to use a dual motor in that.
Yes.
Which learned from that is
well, that's when they're going to.
So cool. Very cool.
It's a good looking car. I like it.
So I think, like I said, that the front wheel drive will come in at around the 40, and I think the dual motor version will start racking the price up in regards to how that goes. But it is, I think it could certainly be compared to like the Tesla, the Model Y, the SUV one,
right,
in comparison. Yeah. And this coming in at almost half the price for something that looks this good and has that functionality inside of it. I mean, I think this could be the start where the flags, the stand from the big OEMs going against Tesla, saying, look, we've caught up now. I mean, we've seen it for example, with Audi in regards to their higher end e-tron, but this is when you've got
Porsche, right? The Taycan.
Yeah, but they're obviously a much higher price point than this. This is coming in what's a price point that's significantly lower, going to be going for 300 miles, which do you really need more than 300 miles in a daily driving range? Probably not. This is one that I think is really going to start moving the needle, I think, in regards to how we think about electric cars.
Well, something's got to move the needle for Nissan, so let's hope.
Yeah, fingers crossed it's this.
Yeah.
And Jan, obviously, with his expertise and his sportsmanship and his ability on track to get more people behind the wheel of a Nissan, I think is the way it's going to go.
I'll do my best with that.
You got to win, man.